Hello all my beautiful little single unicorns and welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time that you're on my channel, please allow me to introduce myself to you. My name is Vanessa and I. I'm the proud author of 2 tarot decks. I'm a passionate dog mom and of course your favorite psychic here on YouTube. So in today's Pick a Card Tarot reading, we are going to be discussing your love life during the month of April. And in order to help you figure out exactly what is coming towards you, I have prepared 4 groups that you can choose from. And I would like you to pick one of these 4 groups intuitively. I know being single isn't always easy, especially as we live in a world where relationships are so romanticized, which is why I like to provide all of my beautiful singles out here with monthly readings that are tailored to your love life specifically. So I hope that you find support as well as clarity from these 4 groups. Hello all my beautiful single unicorns. Before I get into your love readings, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Switchcraft. As you guys know, I love all things magic as well as witchy things. And that's why I was so excited when Switchcraft offered to sponsor one of my videos. Switchcraft is a gripping mystery story about modern day witches centered around a strong female protagonist. In this game, you play the role of Bailey, who is a young witch who has just entered Witchcraft Academy, and her friend Lydia goes missing. That's where the mystery solving comes into play. This game has a choose your own adventure feature, so you can put your own story together, and there are thousands of magical match 3 levels on Switchcraft. I love that I'm in the driver's seat when it comes to this game, and I can make my own decisions, which means that no storyline is the same. And if you've already gotten into Switchcraft, let me know down below in the comment section who you suspect is behind the disappearance of Lydia. Only rule, no spoilers. The story features over 85 different characters. One thing that I love most about this is that I don't need to pay to play. Furthermore, tons of different cultural backgrounds are represented, as well as the LGBTQ+ community and the disabled, so no matter your situation, you will find that there is representation in this story for you. So if you've become interested and you'd like to try a fun, magical, witchy game, I highly recommend that you download Switchcraft. Make sure you use my link provided down below in the description box to download Switchcraft. If you're into modern graphic novels and witchcraft is your thing, I assure you that you will love Switchcraft. Thank you so much to Switchcraft for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to download this fun interactive game below. But now let's get back into your readings. So allow me to introduce you to the 4 different groups that you can choose from today. Group number 1 corresponds to the Labradorite sphere as well as the following sound. Group number 2 corresponds to the rainbow electroplated quartz point as well as the following sound. Group number 3 corresponds to the red jasper as well as the following sound. Group number 4 corresponds to the tiger's eye crystal sphere as well as the following sound. I will now provide you with a little moment of privacy so you can meditate on the 4 groups. Feel free to pause the video right here if you need to, and I'll be back with you in a second. So by now, you've hopefully been able to select one of these 4 groups in order to receive your April love prediction. I will be starting off with the first group, which corresponds to the Labradorite sphere. So if this is the group that you chose, then please continue watching. And to all of my other gorgeous groups, I will catch you at the click of your timestamp. Hello, all my beautiful singles within group number 1. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Labradorite sphere in order to help guide you when it comes to your love life's prediction for April. This is the beautiful Labradorite sphere. And genuinely, my studio lighting doesn't even do this stone justice. Look at how its beautiful blues just shimmer depending on how the light hits it. If you're looking for a truly stunning and multifaceted stone when it comes to crystal jewelry, the Labradorite is the one for you. But now let's move into your reading in order to figure out exactly what's coming towards your love life during the month of April. Let's get into it. We've got the 7 of Swords as well as the 4 of Pentacles. So one thing I can see here within the Seven of Swords that it's important for you to judge people by what they do, not what they say. The Four of Pentacles shows me here that that will provide you with an increase of stability, security, and conservation of your feelings. So all of my beautiful souls in group number 1, if you have been in a situationship or you have been texting someone and you've been in contact with someone and they're maybe not doing as they say they would, maybe they're ghosting you, maybe they're playing a bit of a hot and cold game, I want you to know here within the Seven of Swords that when they show you their true colors, believe them the first time. Don't wait to get hurt. I see here within the Four of Wands that that's just really not the life for you, the life of hot and cold games. I see in the Four of Wands that you're all about community, celebration, as well as the home and creating stability for yourself. The number 4 is a number of stability, and it's already showed up twice within your reading in the Four of Wands as well as the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles corresponds to the Suit of Pentacles, which is part of the element of earth, and the element of earth represents things such as your home life, your career, your financial abundance, whereas the Four of Wands is all about that adventure, the creativity, the things that you simply love doing. And I see in the Four of Wands and the Four of Pentacles that in April you're on the search for stability, not for any type of whirlwind romance, and that it's important for you to make that very clear to any potential romantic partners as well. We've got the Knight of Pentacles next up. So the Knight of Pentacles represents someone who has strong earth sign energy. So think Taurus, Virgo, and also Capricorn. And I do want to move into your readings with some letters so we can figure out exactly who this person may be and kind of provide you with a little bit more insight. So we've got the letter D, B, as well as S being part of their name and their initials. So I want you to know here, group number 1, that this Knight of Pentacles person is someone who can give you that stability. Their star sign, their birth chart corresponds to a lot of very stable, gentle earth sign energy, which likes to stay rooted in the home, which is more of a homebody and doesn't really want to do anything crazy. They love to just have a night or an evening of Netflix and chill, and I see that this person is just around the corner during the month of April, and that this is someone who can bring you some peace, because if there's one message that I want you to take with you, my beautiful singles of group 1, it's to not allow anyone to play games with you, or for you to continue to give someone another chance who has already shown you their true colors right from the start. I see here within the Lovers that the month of April is actually a super prosperous month for you when it comes to romantic love. The Lovers card shows me here that there is a connection here with the Knight of Pentacles that brings you security and stability. There is the opportunity for you to solidify a relationship should you want to, and this is a relationship that is mutually beneficial and respectful, where you feel heard and where you feel as though you're finally being met with the type of energy that you put out into the world. The Five of Wands shows me that, on the other hand, during the month of April, as we have here on the left side, you have to take good care of ensuring you don't spend too much time with the wrong person, which is also why we've got this indicator of who the right person is for you during the month of April, which is the Knight of Pentacles. They're very driven and ambitious. They're more concerned with their career rather than dating around and any type of infidelity. I want you to know here in the Chariot that things will move very quickly with the Knight of Pentacles, and that you may want to simply just throw in the towel with other connections that haven't worked out until this point, because you don't want to miss the Knight of Pentacles situation, especially if you're interested in creating stability in a romantic relationship with another person. So the Five of Wands does also show me in connectivity to the Four of Wands that when it comes to friends, family, and societal expectations, that you have to let go of that and also remind yourself here that you need to be happy with your love life, not anybody else. So even though another person may not be happy with where your love life is going or with who this Knight of Pentacles person is, At the end of the day, it's up to you to choose a lover that suits your lifestyle as well as your morals and values. But let's move further into your reading, shall we? We've got be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything's possible. Do know here, group number 1, that when it comes to your romantic life, it's all about not overthinking things and not trying to dream of the future every single moment to the point that you are missing out on what's happening in the present, because the only way you will be able to meet your soulmate is if you're awake and active in the present moment, right? So it is amazing for you to already have an idea of what type of relationship or what type of love life you would feel comfortable in, but don't forget to live in the present moment as well. Next up, we've got listen with your heart. You are listening, but you need to hear with a loving heart, and also remind yourself that in many instances when times are hard or when you're going through a tough time in any relationship, it's all about listening from the heart and also reading in between the lines. If someone is complaining a lot about you or another person in the relationship that they're in, then often the underlying reason isn't just unhappiness. It isn't just a thing that happened in that moment. There's often a deeper meaning. Like, for example, if someone complains about a partner not calling them enough or not being there enough or not being there to help with household chores, when you read between the lines of that, you will find that the person who is complaining actually just needs more love and adoration. They need more attention, but who likes to say that they want more attention, right? So in the Two of Crystals, it's all about finding a balance also for yourself. And if you're in a situation where someone is complaining to you about something that they need, or you're the one complaining to a potential partner about what you want more of in the relationship, try to find a balance between keeping your cool and not seeming needy, but at the same time also being very honest and being very upfront about the things that you expect out of the relationship. The High Priestess is here to remind you to let go of ego in those situations and let go of feeling like you're looking thirsty. Group number 1, it's so important for you to be transparent in those moments, because the right person, the person you're meant to be with, who will give you the stability and the certainty that you need and the loyalty, is not going to judge you for that. In fact, they're actually going to admire your strength to be so open and honest, and you're definitely going to be an inspiration to them to do the exact same thing, group number 1. So never underestimate how much of an inspiration you can be to another person, especially a romantic partner, while being open, being honest, and being vulnerable. Let's move a little further into your reading using some charms. So we've got this little fairy here as well as this butterfly. So we have a lot of buzzing around that you'll be doing during the month of April, and a big transformation. I see that here in the Seven of Swords with this fairy and this beautiful little butterfly. So a transformation taking place that will let you soar is you cutting cords and ties and any emotional bonds with people who have already shown you their true colors without wasting too much of your precious time, energy, and emotional capacity on them. So if you're talking to someone romantically speaking, and you are saying that you'll meet up, you'll set a day, and all of a sudden they ghost you, or the day comes and they're actually busy with an emergency. Don't spend all of this time trying to make up excuses as to why this happened, or tell yourself that, well, you know, maybe it was a real emergency. It usually isn't. Usually when these things happen, you can feel in your heart whether it was a real emergency or not. And if it was, ask for proof, group number 1. If their grandma is really in the hospital, if they really got to take their sick dog to the vet, or they had to work overtime at work, they will volunteer information. They will most likely volunteer to show you proof if they really care about how they're seen in your eyes, and if they really care about you giving them a second chance. And they won't be shy to prove it. They'll actually want you to see that what they're saying is true if they are the one, because they will not want you to think of them as any less. than who they truly are. So they will want to prove to you that what they said was the truth. Remind yourself of that, and keep in mind that when someone is acting secretive right off the get-go, or when you feel as though there's a lot of distance between you and another person, that it's most likely not your person to be in a real committed relationship with. I can see here in act as if your partner is here, that it's important for you to remember that whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. So acting as though your person is there also has a lot to do with fidelity and loyalty. So if you are in fact seeing someone but you don't live together, or you're not with each other every single time, never take any action that you would be embarrassed to take in front of them, or you would feel bad to take in front of them, whether that be talking in a flirtatious way to another person, or kind of doing something that you know the relationship would not thrive on. Whether your person is right there with you or not, make sure that you keep loyalty at the forefront, and that this is kind of something that you know you're both doing. Of course, if you're seeing someone and you're not that serious yet, I mean, this is after all a singles prediction, then don't tie yourself down just because you're seeing someone. If you're not exclusive, then of course this is not something that applies to you. Then this is actually a message where whether someone is in your life or not, put in the extra effort for yourself. Act as though you have a partner there. Take just as good care of your exterior and external appearance as you would if you were seeing someone. Don't just all of a sudden groom yourself and put on amazing outfits only when you're going on dates or when you're seeing another person. Put as much passion into yourself and your everyday life and everyday appearance as you would if someone else was there. So acting as if your partner is here works when you're single as well, but it just applies in a way of not skipping self-care and not skipping taking that extra little care out for yourself. I see here within growth that April is truly going to be a month of romantic growth for you, all of my beautiful singles of group number 1. We have a great opportunity for you to be with someone romantically speaking. We have this growth and transformation happening where you're not giving people the time of the day anymore who have clearly proven that their true colors are not the type of colors that you're into or looking for this season. And furthermore, you are going to be admired for your strength and your growth from someone who you admire as well, or who you find attractive too. So group number 1, it looks as though April is going to be quite a successful month when it comes to love, and I hope that you're looking forward to it. Don't forget to leave a little lion emoji down below in the comment section to let me and others know that this is the group that you chose, that you made it to the end, and that you found it insightful. Thank you so much for spending this divine time and space with me. Don't forget to stay on the lookout for your monthly horoscopes that are based on your zodiac sign. I will be uploading those within a week's time of you seeing this video. So stay ready to receive those predictions. Thank you for being here, and I'll catch you during one of my upcoming predictions. Hello, all of my beautiful singles of group number 2. You chose the electroplated rainbow quartz point in order to help guide you during the month of April when it comes to your love life. This is the beautiful electroplated rainbow quartz point. Sadly, it is sold out right now on bowlife.com, but I will notify you guys as soon as it's back in stock. However, let's now move into your April love prediction. All of my beautiful singles, we've got the 7 of Pentacles as well as the Hierophant. So in the 7 of Pentacles, I do see here that when it comes to your career, you're being called to simply allow for all of the seed that you planted to grow and to not tamper too much with anything. As I also see here within the Hierophant that sometimes there are some societal pressures from your community to kind of transform you into something that you're not, or to lead you down a pathway romantically that you're not interested in. This could be towards the traditional time of getting married, during your 20s or 30s, having children, things like that. But I can see here in the 7 of Pentacles and the Hierophant that it's important for you to remain strong in your truth and your own beliefs and convictions, and to not allow for anyone to kind of talk you into doing something you don't want to do, or to make you feel feel as though your choices, if they're not in alignment with the traditions and the values of your community, that there's anything wrong with that, because group number 2, there's absolutely nothing wrong with having your own opinion and your own time frame for when you'd like to do things in your life. Next up, we've got the 8 of Pentacles. So in the 8 of Pentacles, I see that there's still quite the road ahead of you where you will be doing a lot more development within your financial sphere. A lot more dedication is going to go into your job, as well as creating a professional life that you're proud of, and you're very passionate about that. And I do see here that some very traditional people around you who are maybe rooted in religion and in trying to fit the societal norm and standard, they may disagree with that, and they may tell you all of these horror stories of how people who only focus on their career are unhappy in the end or have regrets and things like that. But it's important for you here in the 8 of Pentacles and 7 of Pentacles to remind yourself that you would only have regrets if you're doing something that you are not passionate about, that you are not into, that you know in your heart of hearts is wrong. But if what you're doing, you know in your heart of hearts is right, don't pay any mind to it, all of my beautiful souls of group number 2, because a lot of times people project their own failures or insecurities onto others. Next, we've got do something for someone. Give your attention to another. Romantically speaking, I can see here that there is definitely someone who is in need of some of your attention and wanting it. And I can see in be in the present and dream of the future that it's important for you to stay in the present moment, as you will most likely be able to meet someone romantically speaking through a little act of kindness. So think of helping out a new coworker, or for example, helping a friend in need, and you will meet someone through this little act of kindness, and you will be able to immediately envision a future with that person. Have you ever heard of those scenarios where people meet for the first time and they already know they're going to be in each other's lives moving forward, and that they're going to get married or have children or just simply be together? That's the type of feeling that I see here for the month of April. It's important for you to be supportive, to make a genuine effort to show that you care to this friend and this acquaintance through who you will meet your person, through whom you will be able to meet like a twin flame or a soulmate type of person with whom you will start a romantic relationship. The only thing that is real is love. Remind yourself here that it doesn't matter if it's romantic love, it doesn't matter if it's platonic love. I can see here that when you spread love overall, whether that be for a friend that is in need, like we have here, and do something for someone, or whether you move on to meet a romantic partner, love is love, and it's something that you're being encouraged to spread very freely and very generously, as it serves you in so many different ways and keeps you uplifted, on track, and in a healthy headspace. Next up, we've got the Temperance card. So take time in order to find balance with the things that you love and the things that you're maybe a little bit obsessed with, a little bit addicted to, whether that be coffee, whether that be working out, or staying in the house and not moving very much. It is important here in the Temperance card to remind yourself that if you want to build a healthy love life, a balanced love life, you also need to know what healthy looks like to you, because if you're leading an unhealthy life, then that will subconsciously make a huge difference in how you feel emotionally speaking. And if you're not happy with yourself internally and emotionally, you may take that out on a partner, which is why it's so important for you to pay close attention to your habits and which ones you may need to get rid of. Because I see here in the 5 of Wands that there are definitely some habits that are not serving you, that are present in your life, that are creating friction for your love life. So these habits may be, for example, rooted in insecurities of leaving your house to go for a run or a jog or a walk and just always feeling like the weather isn't right, or you're not feeling good today, just making excuses. Another thing here in the 5 of Wands that we have is you not actually partaking in your creative outlets anymore, not making music or drawing or writing because you kind of feel like nothing that you create is good enough, which is ironic because it's not like you have to put it on a billboard as soon as it's created, right? Group number 2, it can simply be for you, but even that can sometimes kind of pose a big hurdle or challenge for you to get into something. So that's where you have to be a little bit hard on yourself and remind yourself here within the Three of Pentacles that, as the saying goes, Rome wasn't built in a day. Neither was, amazing art that people look up to. Neither was an amazing body. All of these things take time. Also, being healthy is not something you can do from one day to the next, right? If you've been neglecting your health, both physically or mentally, it will take time for you to get to a place where you feel comfortable, where you feel healthy, where you know that you're in a space where you can truly be proud of your progress. But it's important to be encouraging of yourself every single step of the way and to remind yourself that you're doing something amazing for your future romantic life, for this partner who you're going to be with, for this relationship that you're destined to have in your life, to take a foothold, to grow roots, if you will, to be with you for a very long time. You have to learn how to steadily be your own cheerleader and encourage yourself in order to be a healthy partner. Otherwise, there will be a lot of pain there, a lot of pain that's coming out, a lot of pain that will show or rear its ugly head, if you will, a lot of pain that your romantic partner will have to work through with you. And I can see here within fear that you definitely need to work on your worries about not being an ideal partner, group number 2, and maybe having a lot of baggage or bringing things to the table that are not the best character traits, if you will. And it's important for you to remember that nobody is perfect. And of course, when you look at the things you're not super happy with, you may see them as big flaws, but trust me, the person who you're meant to be with is a very supportive person, is a person who sees past anything that you find as a flaw and maybe even thinks it's cute or quirky or exactly the thing that makes you different and challenges them to see things in a different way. And I see here within movement that that is exactly what keeps relationships going, romantic ones for you, all of my beautiful single souls of group number 2. Movement, keeping things interesting, never being in a space where there is boredom. That is one thing that I can see here, that a lot of the things that you see as flaws actually bring with them. Next up, we've got this cute little ghost, all of my souls of group number 2. So in the ghost, I can see that there are some energies around you where people are coming back to you who have passed from either a past life or past loved ones, past pets, and they're here to kind of support you on your journey. As we spoke about in the Three of Pentacles, the Temperance card, and the Five of Wands, to not just throw in the towel if you feel like your projects are not the best that they possibly could be, or that you're not able to compete with other people in the industry, to be very careful with those emotions and to kind of cleanse yourself of this fear of rejection. That's one thing that I see within your reading, to cleanse yourself of that. Also, so in the romantic sense, you are not overthinking relationships so much that you're so afraid of rejection that you never truly put yourself out there, group number 2, because I see that for the month of April, there is some anxiety here, some fear, some pain from past rejections that you're working through that's not easy for you to kind of navigate, which is why it's so great that you're most likely going to meet someone who is romantically interesting through helping a friend, through doing someone else a favor, because you won't even notice that you're meeting someone and that there's a romantic interest there, because you'll just be so focused on helping your friend, on focusing on showing up with platonic love, that you won't even see how some romantic love kind of seeps through the cracks into your life, group number 2. So this is your April prediction that I've received for you. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you found it insightful. Let me know down below in the comment section by leaving a little ghost emoji down there to represent group number 2. Thank you so much for being here and for spending this divine time and space with me, and I'll catch you during one of my upcoming predictions. Hello, group number 3, and welcome to your reading. You chose the red Jasper in order to help guide you, all of my beautiful singles of group number 3. This is a stone that highlights passion, that highlights romantic love. So you're in the right group number 3, if that's what you're interested in. So let's move into your reading to figure out exactly what's coming towards your love life during the month of April. We've got the 8 of Cups as well as the 4 of Cups. So I can see some restlessness here. In the 4 of Cups, I can see that you're ready for some changes. You're ready for things to be different in your love life, and you're fully prepared for some more action, for some more excitement. That is also something that I see here in the 8 of Cups, that you're not unafraid to walk away from any situationships that are kind of a bit flavorless, if you will, that are kind of a little bit boring at this point in time, and you're ready for some new excitement. We've got the 8 of Cups again. Wow, you are just truly ready to walk away from any type of situationship that you have in your life right now, group number 3. I see in both 8 of Cups that an important number for you is the number 8 as well, romantically speaking, during the month of April. It holds the significance of you breaking some sort of cycle or breaking through what you were used to and moving into a completely new space, romantically speaking, because you're ready for it. I see that you've grown tired of where you currently are, and something fresh, something that brings unknowns into your life is what you need. And I'm excited to figure out whether that's what you will be able to experience, all of my beautiful single souls of group number 3. And it definitely shows a very empowered version of yourself, because while you may be having fun or okay with being with people who you know aren't the one, while you're maybe seeing someone just casually, you are ready to drop them like that if something real comes along. I see here within the 4 of Wands that there is a celebration taking place during the month of April. So maybe someone's birthday, or even your birthday if you are a Taurus or an Aries baby. You know exactly what I speak of. But do know here within the 4 of Wands that spending time with your community and with your friends and family is a great way to distract yourself and to not make any stupid decisions. I see here within the 5 of Cups that there is definitely some disappointment that you are experiencing when it comes to some lovers who were once supposed to be important in your life, but didn't end up being all that they were made up to be. And all of my beautiful souls of group 3, I hope you can appreciate my honesty here. For me, as a reader, I do not like to exclude difficult or challenging cards that make it clear that life isn't just all about roses and unicorns. I like to be very honest with you and to tell you exactly what's coming towards you, so that you can prepare yourself mentally as well and not feel overwhelmed when the time actually takes place. So if you can appreciate that, please leave a little unicorn emoji down below in the comment section to let me and others know. And there we go, all of my beautiful souls of group 3. We have an amazing message for you here when it comes to your romantic life. The 10 of Cups is one of the most favorable cards ever. When it comes to love, the 10 of Cups shows fulfillment. It shows that you're in a space where there's nothing that you're really lacking, and that you overall just feel as though your romantic life is in a place that you're proud of, a place where you can rest assured that things will work out for you. So the 10 of Cups is really a card of completion, emotionally speaking, which is where we're going to end the month in April. But the beginning may seem kind of rocky. It may seem boring. It may seem like this is just another month where nothing all that exciting is going to take place. But all of my beautiful group 3s, you're so wrong when it comes to that. The 6 of Wands shows me some fun, some naughty fun, you having a good time, romantically speaking as well, sensually speaking, sexually speaking. You're unafraid to do something a little different and to try something that is maybe a little bit, how should I say, raunchy. Next up in the 5 of Wands, do know here that there is this sense of not wanting to be with anyone who can't give you that feeling of loving you wholly and completely, and again being unafraid to walk away from that person and to simply tell them that you're done with them as soon as something better comes along. And it is important for you to not harbor too much resentment or feelings of disappointment within you, because that is one thing that can make any upcoming relationship go sour, and we don't want that. As we can see here in the 10 of of Cups that you are meant to feel fulfilled and happy towards the end of April, but it is important for you to also learn to let go of disappointments, to learn to let go of traumatic experiences that you have had in past relationships and that you may even still be experiencing with people who you're just casually seeing. As on one hand, it is just casual and you're not going to catch feelings, but at the same time, you're kind of a bit disappointed as to why these casual relationships even exist and why people can't just mean what they say or have meaningful relationships with people who they want to be exclusive with. In the Boar, I can see that you're facing these problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victoriously. This is also something that is represented in the Six of Wands, victory, being in a place where you know that you had the upper hand and you quote unquote won, and you had the self-discipline to not let yourself fall for someone with whom you're just in a casual relationship with and with whom you know you will never have a connection that is as deep or as respectful as you would want it to be. I see here within the Panda that you're creating a sacred space for yourself in your home and or your place of work, and this is a place you can always come back to whenever you feel kind of lost or whenever you feel like your love life is just really getting under your skin, because it will get under your skin for a couple days in April, group number 3. And I hope, again, you can appreciate that honesty. But I do see within the Panda that you have colleagues, you have people close to you with whom you can discuss these things that are annoying you, that are getting under your skin, that you're not 100% happy with. And these people will give you the support and will give you the space to vent that you need. And that already works some amazing magic. So in April, you'll be doing some venting, some letting go of resentment and difficult feelings that you've been holding on to. I see and appreciate this moment that every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love, which is what you're seeing for April. You're seeing that, wow, no matter how difficult some moments may seem, just around the corner may be a different experience that helps you grow, that helps you find love, that helps you feel as though you're doing the right thing for yourself. And I see within being supportive that you're also learning to be supportive of yourself, to be supportive of what you need. Being supportive is not just making a genuine effort to show you care towards someone else, but also being supportive towards yourself and your own mental health, reminding yourself here that it is important for you to be your own biggest cheerleader at times. And it is important for you to have your own back, because sometimes the people from whom you wish to have support can be busy or doing something else. So it's important for you to be able to support yourself in situations as well. I see here in April that there will be a small token of love that shows you that there's big appreciation here for you. Expressing love through gifts, that is such an underrated love language, all of my beautiful single souls of group 3, and it is such a demonized one. A lot of times people say that, you know, the gift love language is simply enabling someone who is like a gold digger or who is materialistic, but it is all about the feeling that the person gets who is giving the gift, because there are people who are just genuinely gift givers. That is their love language. They like to give people things and buy things for other people. So that is where I can see that you are meant to learn to receive and embrace your love languages without any type of fear of people talking badly about it or taking it the wrong way, because if that is your love language, then that's your love language. And often when people talk about the gift giving love language, there is that negative spin. There is that spin of one person must be being used in the connection or the relationship, but that is not the case, and it is not your job to educate people on these different types of ways of loving. Just enjoy yourself, just be yourself, and if anyone has something to say, you can simply tell them to educate themselves or to mind their own business. Group number 3. Next up, we've got new love. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth. So there is this opportunity of new love for you, all of my beautiful souls of group 3. Yes, April will have its tough times, but it will also have its times of great fulfillment, of great love, of feeling like you finally found something that is meaningful right here, and where you don't feel so much like, oh, this is another situation that I can't get too attached to because I may have to walk away at any given point. So finally feeling like your heart can be safe somewhere is something that I see coming towards you in April. Someone whose love language is giving gifts, who expresses their appreciation through some little tokens of love, if you will. And it will just be the start of that connection, but from the start, a lot more can blossom. It is just 1 month in which all of these things are going to transpire, and you're going to go from not wanting to get too attached so that you can walk away as soon as things get complicated, to finding yourself in a space where there is new love and you no longer feel as though you have to be on the fence or you have to guard your heart, but where you actually have a feeling of this healthy fulfillment and love within your existence. So all of my beautiful souls of group 3, this is the reading that I received for you. I hope you enjoyed it and that you found it insightful. Let me know down below in the comment section. You can leave a panda emoji demonstrating that you made it all the way through to the end of your reading. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to connect with you in one of my upcoming predictions. Hello, all my beautiful single souls of group 4. Welcome to your April love life prediction. You chose the Tiger's Eye crystal sphere. Let's do a quick close-up of the crystal of your choice. This is the beautiful Tiger's Eye, which glistens in all of these fantastic colors. This genuinely, my studio lighting doesn't even do this beautiful crystal any justice, but let's move into your reading. We've got the Hanged Man as well as the Nine of Cups. So I can see here within the Nine of Cups, we've got pleasure, satisfaction, and stability for your love life during the month of April. And I see here in the Hanged Man that you're not going to have to go through too many huge changes. You're going to be able to stay in a relatively comfortable spot, so within your comfort zone, and that is definitely something that eases your mind and your mental state, group number 4. I see here within the Three of Cups, we've also got happiness, friendship, and community, so spending time with other people. Maybe you've got a birthday just around the corner, maybe even your own, if there's a beautiful Aries or Taurus placement within your life, or you are an Aries or a Taurus who's born during the month of April. So you're going to spend time just having fun with others, really enjoying your community, and also not overthinking love too much. And time's going to fly by very, very quickly during the month of April for you. Okay, we've got the Lovers, group number 4. In the Lovers, I can see a little bit of hot and steamy action going on for you, romantically speaking. So while not too much is going to change and you're going to stay in your comfort zone, that comfort zone has got you in a very stimulated type of situation, if you know what I mean. All of my beautiful souls of group number 4, I can see in the Lovers that you will have a physical relationship with another person. We are not yet sure from this point of your reading whether it is a twin flame or a soulmate, but you definitely have the option here to be intimate with another person in a way that really suits you. I see within the Moon that you intuitively and instinctively know who this person is or who they may be. Maybe you're already in a situationship and you're going to carry on with that. And if you're not in a situationship and you're single as a Pringle right now, all of my souls of group 4, know here that as soon as you meet this person in April, you will know that they're the one who you're meant to be intimate with and with whom you're meant to stay within your comfort zone and just experience pleasure with. Next up, we've got the Fool. April is a new start for you. April is a new opportunity and beginning for your love life, and it is just overall you turning a new leaf to being more satisfied with your existence as a whole. In the past, you may have been hard on yourself more often than not, or kind of had this idea of what your love life is supposed to look like, because maybe that's just traditionally what's expected from you, especially if you've grown up in a culture that puts a lot of value in relationships looking a certain way. But I see that you're turning a new leaf and you have a very progressive outlook. I see that here in connectivity to the Moon and the Lovers, and you simply want people to lead their best lives depending on what's right for them, rather than feeling the need to conform, but just lead a life of unhappiness, right? And of feeling like they have to be in the closet. The Ten of Wands shows me that that time has come and gone. You are done done with any of those outdated beliefs. And the Ten of Wands shows me here that you are not at all okay with other people needing to closet themselves. You are also not going to closet yourself, and you're simply going to feel like I can come out as whoever I want to be every single day, every single time of the year. I don't have to hide my preferences or what I like, and all can be good, because at the end of the day, you need to be happy with your decisions, not anyone else. It's first and foremost more essential for you to feel good about your choices in life. That is where I can see here in the Sacred Earth Mother that there is a message of love that you're going to receive. So maybe someone expressing their love to you as in a confession of love, but the Sacred Earth Mother can also be a representation of a motherly figure in your life. So a mother or grandmother who is expressing love to you. And within healing, I also see that you're reconnecting with your true nature. You're reconnecting with who you know you've always meant to be, whether that be on a romantic level with the preferences that you have of the type of partner you're seeking out, whether that be reconnecting with your true nature of simply wanting to express your sensual and sexual side a lot more. The Nine of Cups shows me that April is a month of pleasure, of you experiencing lots of bodily sensations that not only make you feel hot and bothered, but also connect you to your true self. In remembrance, I can see some resurfacing of past feelings and emotions, and this is definitely a little unexpected, because April is going to be all smooth sailing until, what is this? Why is this past trauma coming up? Why is this childhood trauma resurfacing during a time where you actually thought everything was going perfectly? Which is why it is important for you, group number 4, to not get discouraged and to remind yourself here that it's also important to be honest with yourself. Just as I'm being honest with you right now, and I'm not the type of reader who will only read what people want to hear, it's important for me that you are prepared for April, not that you are just seeing things or viewing things through rose-colored glasses. This is definitely a situation that could put a damper on your month if you allow it to. If you overthink it to the point where you're just focused on why these emotions are resurfacing or why you've lost confidence, rather than getting to the root of treating the issue, then of course you will be in a place of victim mode and victim mentality, but that's not something that you want for yourself. You want to create harmony. You want to harness your power, your self-confidence, and your productivity so you can work through these difficulties. I mean, after all, the month of April is overall just such a positive month for you, romantically, sexually, sensually. There is absolutely no reason for you to let any past feelings and emotions that resurface take a hold of the happiness that is here for you, or take away from that whatsoever, group number 4. It is essential that you learn to embrace what's happening for you in the moment. And even if there is a resurfacing of some difficult emotions that you've had towards lovers, or maybe you experienced something that you know you were too young to experience with another person, or you know you just were not mentally prepared for, but it still happened to you, when that resurfaces, remind yourself that it is not your fault that you were in that situation, and thank yourself for being resilient enough to get through that and to come out the other end stronger. I see here within love makes the difference that love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. Remind yourself of this, group 4, in difficult times, that love can truly help to heal past hurt. And if it is possible for you to seek out professional help for traumas, don't hesitate to do that. Don't hesitate to try that out. It does come with this type of stigma, right? Going to therapy, but there are also so many very successful people who have come out with their stories of going to therapy for long amounts of times, ever since they were kids, for example, and just stressing the importance of having an outlet and having a place where you can heal past hurt and provide yourself with a sense of security and self-worth. And I love you. These are powerful words. These are words that you were meant to hear, group number 4, especially if Things are seemingly going super well for you in April, but at the same time, like you haven't heard an I love you in a very long time. You maybe haven't given those words to yourself as well. Do know here that while these are very powerful words and they should only be used when you mean them, you also have to give those powerful words to yourself. You also need to let yourself experience the power of saying I love you to yourself, looking in the mirror, giving yourself that little bit of extra care and love, and what it can do for your confidence and your emotional well-being. Then we've got the Knight of Swords, which is a great way for us to close off your April prediction. The Knight of Swords is someone who takes action. The Knight of Swords represents a person who has strong air sign energy because the Suit of Swords corresponds to the element of air, and this represents Geminis, Aquarians, as well as Libras. So that's what we have here within the Knight of Swords, and this is the type of person who will defend you no matter what, and who can also at times be a little bit impulsive and jump to conclusions, and is very direct as well as protective. So that is the type of person that I can see here saying I love you to you. But don't forget, group 4, you also need to say I love you to yourself. So we've got the letters A as well as I. Those are the initials. Those are important letters in the name of this person, just as a little piece of extra information as to who to look out for in your love life. All of my beautiful single souls of group number 4. I hope that you enjoyed this reading and that you found it insightful. Feel free to let me know down below in the comment section. Leave a little ship emoji down below to let me and others know that you made it to the end of your reading and that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being here and for spending this divine time and space with me, and I'll catch you during one of my upcoming predictions.